this is Neil with Wasted Paper here. I'm bringing you a video today that's actually a story time video. My goal with this video is to talk to you about pens I'm grateful for and throughout the year that I got that have the extra story and some extra stuff to share with them that I think really encapsulates the year for me. I had a really good time this year starting my YouTube back and really pushing it in July is when I really started around my birthday. And I've had a lot of gains from it. I've had a lot of companies I've worked with, a lot of just overall really good things that, I don't know that I was anticipating. I was hopeful that we'd get there eventually, but I didn't think so soon. So I'm looking forward to sharing all this with you and I hope you'll stick around till the end of the video. I'm going to be talking about some giveaways I'm doing. I want to give back to the community that helped me really get where I'm at. I actually reached out to some companies who are also going to help sponsor a few giveaways. I won't do all of them in this video. I've been slowly putting them at the end of some of my uploads. I will do a lot of them in this video because my goal was to be done before the end of December, but then my real job has gotten me so busy that I haven't been able to really focus heavily on this. So I'm going to get a chunk of them done in this video, and then the last few you're going to have to just watch out in some other uploads. I have a few more that'll come before the end of the year. So let's get into it. For the first pen, we're going to be talking about a pen that I consider to be my underdog of the year. This is a pen that I feel like no one really talks about or knows about, and I actually only found it kind of on my own accord. I looked at this company. It's called Zizo. I saw a few different pens from them, and then I bought one of their original, cheaper model pens to try out. It works really well. It's a nice writer, but with this one, I saw that they had it. It's definitely on the higher end of all their pens. I saved up for it. They actually had a sale on Black Friday, and I was able to pick it up. And to me, it is just so underrated. This pen has a gorgeous body, such unique raw material on here. The nib had a surprising amount of writing variation. It was super nice, and it's a fine tip, which that's what I actually prefer if you don't know this by now. And it's just been a great pen. I used it for a really long time. I just recently cleaned it out for this video. Really big fan of this. Definitely gets Underdog of the Year for me. My pen for best new design is going to go to the Dakota. This is from Monteverde. I've reviewed quite a few of their pens. They actually came out with 3 new pens this year, or 3 new models, I should say. And this is the one that stuck for me. I did custom paint on mine right here. This is to match the warplane graphic you would see the shark on. I just thought that was really cool, and this pen is actually based on the Dakota plane. Pretty similar to a full-size pen. It looks smaller. It's a bit bigger than an E95S, but it does post and become a full-size pen. From top to bottom, this really embodies what they were going for. So I give them a lot of credit here, and doing 3 new designs all at once I think is just a big challenge and honestly an achievement because they did so well with all of them. Best pen design this year for me for a new pen is going to go to the Monteverde Dakota. This one's actually going to be a unique category. This is going to be the pen I had the most fun with this year, and it's going to go to the Asvine J16. For those of you that don't know this pen, I did a video on this. I actually did a parody of Doodlebud, and I had so much fun doing that, and I look back at it, and it still makes me laugh, and there's actually a few things in there I would probably do better or change or add, so on and so forth. I had a lot of fun with that video, and the fact that it still makes me laugh and I still get comments on it now, it just means a lot to me. I felt like I got to show a lot more of my actual being in that video, and that's where I started to realize, I need more character. I need more of me in my videos. Ironically, I bought this pen specifically for that. It was the first Asvine pens to come out with Yovo nibs, which is really cool, and I commend them for that. But to me, it has such a good story behind it, and I had so much fun, and I was able to message Doodlebud, and he saw the video before anyone else and said it was all good and posted it, and I actually tagged his comment on the video. It's just a lot of fun, and I felt like that was just so engaging for me and the community that this really gets it for me for the most fun I had with a pen this year. This next category is really hard for me. It's going to be the best gift I received this year, and number 1 is so close to number 2, so I have to include the runner-up. The runner-up for this category is actually going to be this right here. This is the Opus 88 in the Autumn Leaves colorway. I was gifted this from Goldspot. I was actually gifted it early so I can have a video for Fountain Pen Day, and it was such a cool experience working with Tom and that company. They're so amazing. And I cannot thank them enough. And I still, to this day, am just that was crazy that happened. That was the first time I felt I don't know that I made it, if that's not crazy enough. So this is a really good one, and I'm putting it at the runner-up, and I'll say why in a second, but this was just such a good story, and I cannot thank them enough. I still actually have ink in this and write with it. This was my first Opus 88, and it was cool to see the bounciness of these nibs. Number 1 for the best gift is going to be my Esterbrook Cobalt. I was not expecting this at all. The reason this one wins for me is one, if you're not familiar with me on this, I love Esterbrook. They're in my top 3 companies. I have quite a few Estes. I actually keep 2 inked at all times that I use regularly. This has now fallen into that rotation. I just really like Esterbrook pens. One of my favorite Grail pens is actually an Esterbrook pen. I just think what they do is so amazing, and I just love their designs. I love the look and the shape and the feel of this pen, the body shape, the size. I mean, I could go on and on. I think these are like the perfect pens. I don't know. I was not expecting this. I actually did a news video talking about like upcoming releases I was excited for. This was on that list. It had come out and I wasn't into fountain pens when this was originally released. It re-released and I thought, maybe other people want to see it or know about it. And my God, in person, this looks so much better. I showed that off and then I actually sent the video to the few companies that I mentioned in that video. The response was something like, which pen and what size? And I was like, I don't know what you're referring to. Like, I thought they were asking me what was in my video or something. And they said, no, we really liked your video. We want to gift you a pen. So I had to pick the one in the video because to me, it was just symbolic. The companies that have done these things for me, it's just amazing. Every one of them. And I don't even know. I don't have words to really say it all. This pen's gorgeous and I love Esterbrook. I love what that company's doing and I can't thank them enough. So this gets my best gift of the year. This category is going to be my Grail of the year that I acquired. It is a Leonardo pen. This is the Juma Momento Zero Grande. To acquire this one, I have an awesome story behind it. What happened is I knew these pens came out. They were on Leonardo's website, but they were all sold out. They had, I believe, 5 colors. And to me, I was wanting any of them. My personal pick was the turquoise at the time, but I would take any. I thought every one of these was gorgeous, and I was like, there's no way to acquire it. If you look at the description on their site, it actually says there's only 2 of each color. And since there was only 2, I was like, there's never going to be a chance for me to get this. So I reached out to them. I reached out to a few people, Clarissa, trying to find out, like, do you have any left? Are these ever going to restock? What's the plan here? And I was told they were going to have some at the San Francisco Pen Show. Well, I don't live in California. I used to, if anyone cares to know that, but I don't currently. And I had some friends still over there, so I tried to reach out to them. None of them could pull the trip at the same time that was happening. I made a post on Reddit and tried to reach out to people to see if anyone would be able to do something for me. If you're going to the pen show, there's a pen I really want. If you can go to their booth and try to get it for me, let me know if they have any colors. That would be amazing. I was told that they would have some pens available. They didn't know how many. They didn't know what colors, but they should have some of these still there. A few people reached out to me, and I think some of them, unfortunately, were like scammers and just wasn't going to happen. But one guy who I'm still friends with to this day, his name is Dorian, reached out and said he could do it for me. He's like, tell me the booth, tell me what you're looking for, and I'll go and try. When he got there, he went there first thing. He looked at the booth. He saw what they had. They had exactly one. It was this blue one right here. He sent me pictures, said, if you want it, tell me now. There's a lot of people. And I had him get it for me. And he sent it to me. I paid him, everything like that. But it's the fact that someone I didn't know went to a pen show. First thing he did is went and looked for a pen for me. He bought it for me, and then I paid him for it, obviously, but he even bought it first before I paid him. I've inked it a few times. I haven't used it a ton because it's so precious to me story-wise, but I love it, and I can't thank Dorian enough. Really good story here, so this takes my Grail of the year. This is my most used ink of the year, and it's going to go to Diplomat Lilac. This is a really messed up box, and I already have ink on my fingers, as I do in all my videos. But my lid is kind of broken, so holding it like this isn't really ideal. But this ink is just amazing. It surprised me so much. I cleaned it off now, and I kind of have to hold it with a paper towel because my cap's broken. As you can see, I got ink on my fingers, which is nice, as I do in most of my videos. I don't even know where I first saw this ink. I feel like it was just a random video of someone talking about purple inks, and it's not like they said it was their favorite or anything, but I liked the color and I wanted to try it, and I just love this ink. I have found reasons or excuses even to put this in pens, even pens that it shouldn't be in. Like I have a green pen that has this in it right now. I'm just a big fan of this ink, and I don't know what it is. It just speaks to me. I feel like it's just the right shade of purple. I would recommend if you buy this, you get one with a cap that isn't broken. But it's an ink that I just really love, and to me, it definitely takes it. It's going to be the ink of the year for me. I think everyone should try out this ink. This one's going to be for my pen case of the year. This one goes to the Nutsack Admin Pouch. I know the name's funny, I mentioned it in my last video, but this pen case has been amazing. It's not even made specifically for pens, actually. It's just a case they came out with. I actually ended up buying their backpack, which I could show a review on sometime if people want to see that. But with this, it's just perfect. It opens so wide so you can get everything out of there easily. I do keep this rickshaw sleeve in here. This is for my matte pens so they don't get messed up at all. They gotta have that nice little fluffy interior. It's just super convenient. When I'm testing pens, they kind of go in this one, and then all my mainstays go on this side. It's just been great. I really like this case. It fits so perfectly into my bag. The zippers are super nice. The bag itself feels so secure and so durable. It's a big surprise for me personally because this isn't being targeted at pens or stationery. It's just a bag they came out with, but I saw it and it looks like it would work perfectly, and it does. Love this bag. I recommend it for anyone out there that wants to check it out too. For this next one, we're going to be looking at my most used notebook of the year, and that one is taken by my traveler's notebook. It should be a given. I have a bunch of journals, a bunch of notebooks, but this stays in my bag all the time. This is actually the Tokyo edition, if you can't already tell, so it's extra special like that. I got this on their original release and was super happy to get it. I kind of built it and kind of made it my own, so I have the charm. I have the Sakura charm, which these are the two things that came out at the same time as this. I also have my pen clip on the back, which is a Superior Labors one. This is the Lamy 2000. This is the Traveler's Brass Pen. And I have a sailor on the side here. I do wish I had a better looking sailor, but black and silver matches the theme here, so it works fine. I have a few custom inserts. I have my page anchor, which I've talked about them before in the past. To me, it has to be this. I wanted to pick some other ones. There are some really good secondary ones, like my Highlander notebook and such, but to me, this is the one that takes it. It never leaves me. They're so customizable, and I just like them so much. This next and final category is for my most used pen of the year, and that's going to go to this Highlander fountain pen right here. Highlander is a company that's worked with me in the past a few times. They actually have done some amazing things for me, where they worked with me to get a subscriber a pen, stories in this video right here. They actually gifted me this pen, so it should fall under gift of the year, but it's actually going to take my most used writer. I've used this pen so much. I actually did something special too. I ordered a nib from Galen Leather to put on here. This has a unique grind. This is the dentist grind, which I used in another video. A dentist grind is an architect made from a double broad, as you can see the two B's on there. So tons of line variation. I actually got it in gold, which matches the trim of this pen. Highlander's a great company, and I think I have their only videos that they have on YouTube to promote them. So the fact they did this to me, and they gave me this when I was like early on. I feel like I had maybe 500 subscribers, maybe a little more. I don't know definitively, but they were great people. They've been great people. They consistently stay great people. I know they're working on tons of new designs, and I mean, just look at this material. So shiny. Looks so good. I can't thank Chuck and Candy enough. They are the two co-owner of the company at Highlander. They're just amazing. They do everything by themselves, and they're just such great people. Thank you for this pen, and I hope all of you understand why this is a pen I have used all year long and continue to write with it. So that's everything for me for awards and stuff I want to acknowledge for this year. I think every one of these things have great stories. I'd love to hear your stories in the comments down below. I want to talk about my giveaways now, so you guys can be excited for that. There's going to be multiple giveaways in this video. The first one is actually going to be for this traveler's notebook. This is the pocket-sized notebook. I actually took the liberty and put some leather balm on here, so when you got it, it's in really good condition. Obviously, they always come a little dinged and scratched up, but I put leather balm on here, so it does have a bit of a darker complexion, but it's super soft, super plush, and I signed the front page for you if you care about that. If you don't, you obviously can take the insert out. You don't need to keep it. I just thought some people may like that, so I did it. This is the first giveaway. The next one is going to be for this. This is the Lamy Safari in the steel colorway. This one came out this year. It actually came out not that long ago, to be honest with you. I haven't tried it myself, but I saw that as a new colorway, and I was like, you know what? People in the community love Safaris. I love Safaris. Everybody should have one, honestly. I think it's still my #1 starter beginner fountain pen. That being said, I bought the newest colorway, and I'm going to be giving this away to someone else. The next two giveaways, they are not going to be these together. These are separate. These will be for two different people, are going to be on these two pens. Not the ones I've used, not these ones from me, but Conklin, Monteverde, Jaffa brands, all of them, they're sponsoring this one. So what they're going to do is whoever wins either of these pens, you actually get to pick the color and the nib size, and they're going to send it directly to you. I'll need your address when you win, but that's super cool. That's what I was speaking of earlier when I said a company was going to help sponsor this. So if you win either of these, which it's the Monteverde Dakota or the Monteverde MP1, I will be asking you for your address and stuff, but then I'm going to want your nib size and the color because you actually get to pick the ones you want. They were so supportive, and they're such amazing people over at Jaffa Brands, so I'm excited to do this one in conjunction with them. And then the final giveaway is going to be for this Novel Art pen right here. This is a pen that I actually think is just gorgeous and I was super excited to buy for myself. I haven't gotten around to making the video, so what I decided to do is I'm actually going to give it away. This is a pen that was made in conjunction with Goldspot, and they're another company, as I said earlier, that's been great for me. This is the Laguna. I think it's called Nebula Laguna colorway. Just gorgeous. It reminds me a lot of the Planetary Nebula Leonardo, but it has that purple, which obviously it's me. I love purple. It's going to have the Diplomat lilac purple color, just gorgeous. This is a pen that I think is just fantastic. It looks great. Personally, I bought it for myself, but I thought, you know what? Let's do it as a giveaway. These are all the giveaways right here. I have a few more coming, but I'm not going to do the video for that until all of these have been given away. The way my giveaways work is you have to follow the rules, which I'll have in the description, and I'll say them here in a second. But after that, if you are selected as the winner, I posted on my community page, you have to comment on the community post, and then reach out to me via email at officialwastedpaper@gmail.com. I confirm that it's you on your YouTube channel, and I confirm your shipping address and everything like that. To enter for these giveaways, here are the rules. The first one is you have to leave a comment down below giving your winner for one of the categories from my video, whether it be best notebook, best pen, best writer. If it's story, share that below. I'd love to read that, but I just need one winner for you personally from the categories that I did in my video. Next, I'm going to ask that you subscribe to Goldspot's channel. This isn't sponsored by them at all. This was literally my purchase for me, but I think that they did a lot for me, and I ask that you just help me pay the favor back. And then also, because I have these Monteverde pens, if you could reach out to the Yoseka brand's YouTube channel and subscribe to that, I would love that. I know they're bigger on Instagram than they are on YouTube, but I just would like to do that if you could. I also have my own Instagram, which I'm going to link in the description down below. You don't have to subscribe to that if you don't want to. That's not a rule, but I am trying to build a following on there as well. I try to post thumbnails and pictures of videos a day or two before they come out to kind of build excitement. And if you're willing to do that for me, that would be awesome. That's not a requirement, but I'd ask if you could. That would be amazing. So to reiterate all of the rules, you have to comment down below one winner from a category listed in my video. You have to subscribe to Goldspot's channel and subscribe to Yoseka Brand's channel on YouTube. You do all of that, I will post winners each day on the community page starting in probably 2 days from today. And every winner, when you are selected, you have to leave a comment down below on that post and then reach out to me via email, officialwastedpaper@gmail.com, so I can confirm your shipping address. If you do not claim within a day, and I'm going to be upfront about this, I will pick a new winner. The only reason is I have more giveaways to do. I want to move forward and I want everyone to be able to get stuff and I want to keep moving. I understand that can feel a bit unfair, but it is a rule and I'm telling you the rule now so you know. Please just pay attention the best you can. Sorry if you miss out. I'm going to do these again next year. I would like to make a yearly thing and maybe get a better format for all of this. But I can only end this video by saying thank you to everyone that has watched, everyone that's subscribed, everyone that's followed me from the early beginnings to where I'm at now. Thank you all. You're all amazing people. What the heck? I'm going to include the Asvine J16 as well in this giveaway. You can win an iconic piece of doodle bud and wasted paper history. Follow the rules. I hope you win. Thank you.